What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna bring you my most perfect omelet recipe. It's a perfect protein, it's delicious, and you can not only prepare it really quickly in the morning, but it's great to store in the fridge and have it for later. I'm Benji Travis, welcome to my channel. If you guys love eggs, hit that like button. Comment below, what's your favorite egg recipe? And let's just get right into the ingredients. First things first, eggs. I like to get some organic eggs if possible. If there's like a local egg person or a co-op or farmer's market, great place to get them. The darker the yolk, the better I think the flavor will be. Secondly, some of the ingredients we're gonna mix in: ham and cheese. Now for the ham and cheese, you're gonna wanna mince that up real small. Some people like big chunks, but for this recipe, I like to incorporate all the ingredients so the flavors really melt right into the egg mixture. In addition to that, we're gonna put some other flavors. We've got green onion, we've got some chives and parsley from my garden, just really enhances all the flavors. And then also we're gonna be putting white pepper and salt. Yes, I did say white pepper. Why I like white pepper, it's a little bit spicier, it's a little bit more of a like sharper flavor, and it's hidden into the egg mixture. Lastly, this is totally optional, but I do like to put just a tiny little bit of cream. You can use milk or skim milk, whatever you have, but this is gonna help lighten the whole dish up a little bit. Last but not least, butter. You know I love that butter when I'm cooking, but also there's so much flavor in butter, and you know, don't be afraid. You know, you don't have to eat tons of butter, right? But it's the perfect ingredient to oil your pan with. If you want, you can use olive oil or whatever oil you have on hand, but I prefer butter. All right, before we get cooking, let's talk about some of the tools. I like to have a spatula and chopsticks. Now, if you have a fork, you can use a fork, but there's nothing better than chopsticks when making omelets, and I'll show you why later. I'll put all the links to everything down below. Last but not least, a pan. Now, if you guys are just starting out making omelets or eggs, I really suggest getting a non-stick pan. I love Analon. I'll put the link down below. When it comes to cooking eggs and making it delicate and just like cooked in a very silky, smooth way, nothing better than a non-stick pan. You're gonna wanna make sure to heat up your pan. I like it to be nice and heated thoroughly, but not too hot. So put it on like a medium low temperature, just get it nice and warm. Another thing about your pan, make sure it's a thick bottom pan, and that's why I suggest the Analon that I use. Make sure that's warming as you're preparing your ingredients. All right, go ahead and get all your ingredients chopped up. Like I said, minced up is preferred. Get it mixed up with your egg mixture, put that milk in. Now that you've got your ingredients prepared, those chopsticks, I'll show you why this is so important. Go ahead and put a dab of butter in there, make sure it's melted. If you feel like your pan is too hot or like it's smoking, lift it off the stove and let that butter melt a little bit all around the pan, and then put it back on there. At this point, you can put it on like your lowest setting, but not too low, okay? So it's kind of in between. You're gonna have to determine based on your stove. Go ahead and pour however much of that egg mixture so it covers the bottom of your pan, okay? Right away, you're gonna wanna move that pan back and forth, back and forth. Use your chopsticks. Again, you use chopsticks because it doesn't make a scratch in your pan, right? And as you're moving back and forth, you're also stirring small little circles, stirring small little circles. One thing is I don't touch the edges because I want a hard edge so I can flip this over nice. This is gonna be real quick, especially if you've already heated your pan thoroughly. Not gonna take very long. You guys, it's on a low heat right now. It's almost done. Remember that salt? This is where you wanna add it. So at this point, you just wanna let it sit for about 30 seconds, and you're gonna get ready to flip it over. So what I'm gonna do with my spatula is just kind of peel the edge so that it flips nice. I'm gonna start curling this over, 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 over. See that? What I like to do is scooch the spatula underneath like that, and then you're gonna use the tipping of the pan and the spatula to flip it over. Bam! So at this point, you let it sit for another 30-40 seconds. Turn off your pan, let it sit in there for another minute, and then you're gonna plate it. All right, you guys, this is the way you flip it onto your plate. Just like this. Let the pan do all the heavy lifting. Boom. Let's taste this egg. Ooh, right from the middle. Look at that. Cooked thoroughly, but not overcooked. The ham and cheese. They're just dancing around right now. You guys, you're gonna definitely wanna try this. Hit that like button if you like this recipe. Put down below how your eggs turned out. If you guys wanna see more videos from me for egg recipes, click this box right here. If you wanna see me cooking on my vlog, click the button right here. Until next time, you guys, keep cooking. I'm gonna salt right now. Woo! Look at that egg, that is amazing. And this kind of spatula, I don't know what the difference is. I think that's 30 seconds yet.